Welcome to this special conversation. Today we have with us the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma ji. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We'll be talking about the upcoming Advantage Assam 2.0, which is a big ticket investment summit happening in the later part of this month. Sir, let me begin by asking you about the preparations that are going on. And how do you see this as a big ticket event as far as the long term economic vision of the state is concerned?
You see, Assam is a growing economy of our country. Last decades, we registered 12.5% of growth for entire decades. 2023, we registered growth of 19%. This year also, hopefully, we'll register a growth of around 15%. So, we are constantly growing, and also Assam has resolved most of its internal contradiction, whether it was a law and order, whether it is a militancy. We thought that this is the right time. We invite investors, we talk about our story before them. We try to bring some good investment which should further faster the growth. Run up to the summit, we have already got two big ticket investment. That is one the semiconductor OSAT facility that has been already in process. Right. Works is going on. Second, Government of India has announced one very large fertilizer plant for Assam, 12.5 lakhs metric ton. So, run up to the summit, we have already seen things started happening in Assam. So, I am very optimistic. I am very hopeful that things will be better, and we will be able to showcase our possibility, our potentiality before the investors.
Assam also has a strategic advantage of being the gateway to Southeast Asia, and it presents unique opportunities in terms of business. So, how are you trying to leverage that strategic location that you have?
You see, if you look at Assam's geographical position, although in a way we are in a remotest part of India, but if you also look it from other way around, we are the gateway for Southeast Asia. And that is how Prime Minister has started this policy that and he mentioned repeatedly that Assam is the center of that policy. Right. Now, how that actually in practically, how you can translate that to a potentiality. Right. Now, we have Bhutan next door. Bhutan is coming out with Gelefu Mindfulness City. They are planning a huge city just in the border of Assam. So, that will give us a lot of opportunity, because if a city is developed is next door, right, so obviously
there are a lot of possibilities.
There is also possibility opens up for you. Second, we are not also far off from Nepal. Then we have a established river and river road connecting to the ports of Bangladesh. We have also Myanmar next door, through which you can actually go up to Bangkok. But the only rider is, at present, the political development in Bangladesh and in Myanmar may not be very, very conducive to showcase that part of potentiality to the investors. So, this time probably because of the recent happenings in Bangladesh and Myanmar. Probably that things, this is not the right time to showcase that part of the story.
Right. But is there a concern also as far as what is happening in the neighboring, some of the countries is concerned?
You see, first concern is that if this could have been happened 3 years back, actually you could have done so many things along with Bangladesh. Then you could have talked about the ports, you could have talked about the connectivity through Brahmaputra. So I think if Bangladesh and Myanmar would have been politically stable, then our discussion would have been in a completely in a different line. But anyway, that's the reality and you have to accept the reality.
Right. So, what would you call your biggest achievements, your government's biggest achievements as far as the growth of industries and bringing in more investors and concern overall?
You see, if you look at Assam, first achievement is restoring law and order completely. The second achievement that you are creating a investment climate in Assam. You have, in a record point of time, you have completed gas grid. In record period of time, you are bringing, you have laid the crude pipelines to Numaligarh refinery, where now refinery is expanding to 9 million metric ton. We have been able to successfully completed the projects of making ethanol from bamboo. You have already, you have seen the semiconductor story, now the fertilizer plant. So things are moving. So from a law and order prone state, today you have made Assam a investment destination. And things are happening in a very rapid way. Things are happening in a very fast track basis. So I think you have all the reasons to be satisfied.
Infrastructure is also a critical part of attracting investments, and it directly kind of impacts who is going to come and invest, even domestic or international. So, what are some of the big ticket projects that you have undertaken, or you plan to undertake on that front?
Of course, investment infrastructure is one issue which you have to keep on doing every time. Now, first, if you look from what we have done and what we are going to do, in the river Brahmaputra, historically, Assam has 2 bridges. Today, we have completed the Dhola Sodia Bridge, we have completed Bogibeel Bridge. We are going to commission Guwahati North Guwahati Bridge, which we have constructed with a cost of rupees 3,000 crore this year. Then Fulbari Bridge, which will be the highest river bridge in our country, will give you connectivity, a road connectivity to Bangladesh. That bridge will be completed by 2027. These are ongoing projects. But the projects which will come, which is on the line, is one railway lines from Guwahati to Gelefu, which will actually connect Bhutan with us. Second, in our country, you have Eastern Freight Corridor, you have Western Freight Corridor, but you do not have Northeastern Freight Corridor. So that is one of the things which we are following up. Right. Second, we are following up a elevated corridor over Kaziranga. The 32-kilometer elevated corridor will save animal life, wildlife, and also it will give a faster connectivity to the Upper Assam. Then we are connecting river Brahmaputra on Upper Assam south and north bank through a tunnel, which will be, if in some cases you lost the connectivity through bridge, in
Alternate.
it will have a alternate, so it will be connected through a tunnel. Now, from Guwahati, if you go to Silchar, it will take 12 hours. So we are now on process of having a expressway, Guwahati, Shillong, and then up to Barak Valley, which will reduce the travel time by 5 hours. So it's a almost 30,000 crores projects. So these are projects. Then ring road over Guwahati, another bridge over Guwahati. Then there is another road is being constructed which will connect one part of Bhutan with the central Assam. Today Bhutan is connected with lower Assam. So we are trying to see the upper reach of Bhutan towards Tawang, and that will be connected to the south bank with a river Brahmaputra and a solid roads. So lot of infrastructure project is being discussed in a various level of approval, and I hope that before Advantage Assam Summit, lot of these projects will be cleared by Government of India.
You know, you also, coming back to the Advantage Assam, you also did a lot of promotional road shows across countries, UAE, UK, Japan, Bhutan. What kind of partnership and commitments have you got from those countries?
First, with Bhutan, we have a constant friendship. So, Bhutan is thinking of setting up a SEZ in Assam for their own requirement as a part of Gelefu development projects. Assam is looking up, or we are working with Bhutan so that we can invest there on development of green power, hydel power. So we have already put our request with Government of India that Assam wants to develop 1,000 megawatts power in Bhutan. So which we will be evacuating to Assam. So with Bhutan. Then of course Japan, one of major things which we are on, Japanese language program, and then sending Assamese youth to Japan. So they are ready to take 50,000 youth. 50,000, provided we can speak Japanese. So now they are going to set up. Their various companies are coming to Assam. We are signing MOUs. They will set up Japanese learning courses in our universities. So that is one of the things happening. Then also in Japan and Korea, we are exploring how we can expand the semiconductor ecosystem, because we have now OSAT facility. That facility required lot of supply chains. Japanese companies are the major suppliers for the semiconductor. So we are discussing with them that instead of you supply from Japan, why not you set up the supply chain in Assam itself? So because you see, Assam story is a new story. You cannot get everything in one meeting or two meetings. But at least today we are showcasing, they are responding. Tomorrow also on 6th, a big Japanese delegation is coming to Assam. So we have in a way trying to create a new pathway, because all the time Japanese has looked towards North India, West India. So we are trying to create a new pathway. And I am hopeful sooner or later we will be successful. We are also discussing how we can set up a Japanese industrial park in Assam.
You know, beyond attracting investments and signing MOUs and having those big numbers, the other big challenge of these investment summits is that how do you ground them in a way that it has real impact for people, the common people. So
You
what is
see, I am not looking like 15 lakhs crores of investment, 20 lakhs crores of investment, then MOU, then putting, answering this question. Ours will be a very lean and thin exercise. We are working on specific. We need 10, 12 projects. We don't need more projects. This is not practically possible. So we are looking at 10, 12 projects which we are discussing with various people, various individuals, various investors. So I am hopeful that we'll have a very, I am not trying to come out with a number. Look, investment proposal of 5 lakhs crore has been signed. This is not practically possible in Assam. We are a very new entrant. We know our geography. You have to bring raw material to Assam. You have to bring back finished material to mainland of Assam. So we know our constraint. So we are focusing on certain area where we are strong. And I think we will not get those huge numbers. We will get 10, 15, 12 proposals. Right. And it will not be very difficult to follow that number of proposals.
right? There's also some concern surrounding the upcoming assembly elections. Does it how do you kind of address the anxieties investors might have that the policies will continue which you have initiated?
I think we are not in a hurry. So assembly election is due next year. So you can, after discussing, after initial exploring things, you can invest after election also. So we are not on the, unlike many other states, we are not in hurry. And we have nothing to show to others. We have nothing to compete with any of other state. So we want to go in our own speed, in a very, very modest way, very, very in a humble way. So we are not in a hurry. We want to tell our story to the people, that this is our story, this is what we are doing from a difficult state to a state full with opportunity. And we'll take very benign, modest way we'll proceed. So election, you can, if anybody wants that, let me wait for another 1 year and I'll actually do the investment post-election. No issue. There is no pressure on you that you have to do it immediately.
With your permission, I want to ask one question since we are in Delhi and the elections are around. What do you make of what is happening currently in the electoral atmosphere that's around?
I think I address 11 meetings in Delhi. I have seen lot of positivity around BJP. Of course, once you are not very deeply involved with a state, you cannot predict the exact number and so many, so forth. But I am of the view that BJP is doing very well. BJP is in upper hand. And BJP will do much better. But if you ask me how many seats, it may not be possible. But I am sure that this time BJP should form the government.
What is your long-term vision for the state and what is your message to investors?
You see, I have short-term, medium-term, long-term vision. I think short-term, I want to make Assam a 10 lakhs crore economy. Today, this year will be around 8 lakhs. So we want to go to that level, that you have an economy of 10 lakh crore and at least humbly contributing to the Prime Minister's overall projects of India's that 5 trillion economy. You contribute very humbly for that. Second, I am sure that with the kind of resource, kind of geographical positions, kind of human resource we have, we will be able to break the things and we will be able to be one of the developed state in our country. And with that kind of growth, 14%, 15% every year, I think we'll reach that stage. So we are working on a policy level, we are changing our policy, we are working on ease of doing business, we are coming out with plan where things can be invested, and we are also reaching out to the investors that look, here we are, you can come and you can rely. So I think 3 big ticket investment, Numoligar, fertilizer, semiconductor. If these 3 we can deliver on time, things will start picking up. So because people also think that, okay, Tata has gone to Assam, but will they be able to do that? So Tata has taken a risk, we'll go and we'll set up in Assam. People say, how Assam? Why Assam? Now, if Assam can deliver in a fast track, that look, this is why you have come to Assam. So we are today repositioning all our policy, right from defense to aerospace. You will see that our policies are the best as of now in the country. So we are doing all these things. We are creating a base. So I am hopeful that situation from now will be different and Assam will have a lot to give to the country.
Thank you, sir. I mean, thanks for sharing the vision of the state with us, and thank you for your time, Dr. Sarma. Really grateful for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.